Hello students, welcome back class 12. Today I am discussing our MySQL revision part. I am discussing our CBSE important question answer, and this type of question you will prepare and it will very helpful to you. You will get the maximum benefit of these questions. It will save you a lot of time. Okay students, now today our question is Mr. Sen has to create a table named employee with column to store employee ID, name, designation, age, salary. Employee ID is our primary key and name cannot be null. Okay, null means any unknown or missing information, so that MySQL use NULL instead of blank. Okay. So some of the rows that will be inserted are shown below. You can see 101 Sumita Kumar, secretary, 28 39,500 rupees. 102 Manish Scott, programmer, 32 age, 45,300 rupees. 103 Firdaus Ali, programmer second, 45 age and 67,500 rupees. So this is our question. So write SQL query. SQL means a structure query language to create the above table with appropriate data type and size of column. So first we carefully see this data, then we can decide. So we can convert into the MySQL create table command. So we can write create table. You can think this is your employee table. We can use opening bracket and closing bracket and semicolon, and in between we can use all column names. So first column name we can think employee ID. So employee ID, because this is a number, so we can write integer. Already we mentioned primary key, so primary key comma. So next column is Sumita Kumar, so we can imagine name, we can use varchar 20 and name cannot be null, so here we can use not null constraint comma. Here we can think this is our designation. You can see varchar 20 comma, age you can see this is our age, integer comma. Here you can salary, you can count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so including dot, total 8 things. So we can use 8 comma and before decimal point 2 things, so we can use 2 and we can close this bracket. So after this reading this question, we can create MySQL create table command. This is very simple question. Okay, so this question will ask in our examination. Okay students, now this type of question, Mr. Rajshri is the class teacher of class 12. She wants to create a table named student to store marks in different subject of her class. Identify any 4 columns for the table along with their suitable data types. Okay, so you can think Rajshri is a class teacher of class 12. He wants to create a table named student. He to store marks in different subject of her class. Identify any 4 columns for the table along with their suitable data types. So we can think admission number, we can use integer, character, where character. Okay, we can give suggestion. Okay, name we can use character, where character, because we have 4 columns. So in this marks, so we can think marks 1 and marks 2. We can use decimal. If we have decimal point, float, we can use integer. So this kind of data type we can use, because here main thing is to suitable data type we can suggest to Rajshri. Okay students, so this is our column and appropriate data type we can suggest. Now next is our very interesting example. Consider the following table participant and activity and answer the question that follows. The table is our participant. You can see admission number, name, house and activity code. You can see admission number, this 6473 Kapil Shah, Gandhi A105 7134, Joy Matthew Bose A101 8786, Saba Arora Gandhi A102 6477, Kapil Shah Bose A101 67658, Faisal Ahmad Bhagat A104. Activity you can see activity code, activity name, points A101 running 200, A102 hopping back 300, A103 skipping 200, A104 bean bake 250, A105 obstacle 350. So different kind of standard activities and different type of participant being used. Suppose here Joy Matthew A01 means Joy Matthew activity is running, Kapil Shah also in running. Okay, so when the table participant was first created, the column name was planned as primary key by the programmer. Let's say field admin number had to be set up as primary key. Explain the reason. Because name in future may have duplicate values. So in duplicate values we cannot use as a primary key. So this is not a right way. We can use another particular column name which have unique values. So admission number is the right way. Name is not right way to choose primary key. So name column has duplicate values, cannot be considered as primary key. Therefore admission number is to be considered as primary key. Okay, so that's why we can use admission number, because with the help of primary key we can search our data uniquely, we can edit our data, we can delete our data. Okay, so identify the data type and size to be used for column activity code in table activity. So you can see in activity, you can see, because this is A101, because this is alphanumeric code, so we can use where character. Okay, so we can use character or where character, or because you can see maximum 4 letters, so we can use size, we can think 4. Okay, with reference to above given table, question 6b, write command in SQL for first 2, 3. Okay, so first question is to display activity code along with number of participant in each activity code wise from the table participant. Okay, so we can use this command, select activity code comma activity star from participant table, or we can use group by activity code. Okay, so first in participant you can see this is our participant. So first we group by A101 A01, so this will make a group 102, okay, 104 and 105. So you can see only A101 have 2 activities, 102 only one, 104 only one, and A105 is one activity. So for this purpose we can use select activity code. So A101 2, A102 1, A104 1, A01 A105 is 1. Okay, and another thing, we can also use concat function, so we can combine our activity code and number of participant with the help of this command. Directly we can also use concat function and group by with so that we can count how many persons are in particular activity or participate. How many rows will be there in Cartesian product of the two tables in considered here? So number of row is 25 because you can see in first table participant have 1 2 3 4 5 rows, and activity have 5 rows, 1 2 3 4 5, so 5 and 5. So in Cartesian product we can multiply, so 5 multiply by 5, so we will get 25. So we can say number of rows in Cartesian product we have 25. Okay, first we count number of rows separately, then we will multiply. So we have Cartesian product. Okay, so we can say matching and unmatching row we will see. So to display the name of participant, activity code, activity name, alphabetic ascending order of names of participants. So this in this table we can join because in this query we have two tables, participant and activity. So participant table activity code and activity table activity code we can join. Okay, you can see this is your participant table activity code. Okay, this is your foreign key. In participant, activity code is your foreign key, and activity table activity code, this is our primary key. So activity in activity code and participant activity code, this we can join. Okay, so first we join our table. This line is very important, where participant dot activity code means foreign key will match activity dot activity with primary key of activity code. Then we can from participant activity, then we can after joining we can see name participant dot activity, and activity name we can also see. Okay, and we can finally we can also arrange our data in ascending order, so we can use order by name. Okay, and we can also use aliases. Suppose in participant we will give P, and activity we can give A. So directly we can use P dot activity code and A is equal to activity code. Okay, so we can use aliases and order by name. Okay, so activity code in P table activity code and activity name. Okay, A dot we can use, because this is our, so we can also use aliases. Okay, another option is we can use participant name, participant activity code, activity name, participant. So we can clearly mention our table name. Okay, but where line, this where line is important. Participant dot activity code is activity dot activity name. So first we join using the where command. Then we can see particular column with the proper table name and particular column name. Clearly we can mention, and in from from, not from. So it will change. So participant activity. So same thing we can use in this style, or we can also use aliases. Clearly we can mention participant dot P activity dot A. So P dot activity code is equal to P dot activity, order by P dot name, and clearly we can mention in participant name, participant activity code, and participant name. So we can use these commands. So we have several ways. After joining, here where command is important, then we can choose particular column and we will see the result. So we can join the different table with the help of primary key and foreign key. Then we can, after combined, we can see the proper result. Okay students, now next question is to display name of participant along with activity codes and activity names for only those participants you are taking part in activity that have back in their activity names and point of activity are about 250. Okay, so this is very critical situation, and we can want to see this answer. So for this purpose we can write this query. So we want to see name, activity dot participant dot activity code, activity name. From both table we will use participant activity, participant dot activity code, activity dot activity code. So first we join our table. After joining, we can use another condition is point is greater than 250 and our activity name like bags. Okay, in activity name must be bags, and here a point must be greater than 250. So here three things we can include in our condition. First we join. Then after joining we can select above 250 points data, and we can also select activity name have bags data. So three things must be satisfied. Then we can see name, participant activity code, and activity name exactly which we want. Another way to perform same query, so here where command is important. Okay, P dot activity code, and this must be, here we can use aliases. Participant short name P we will mention, and activity A. So we can use P dot activity code and A dot activity code. And here second condition must be about 250, and must be activity name must have big word. Okay. Then we can see after filtering data, then we can see this kind of data. Okay. And we can also use without aliases. We can clearly mention with table name and column name, table name with column name, table name with column name. And from participant activity, this is without aliases, and clearly we can mention participant table activity code, activity table activity code. Okay, first we join, then in activity points must be greater than 250 and activity dot activity like bags. So we clearly mention three conditions. After getting the result, we can choose, but we will see participant name data, participant activity code and activity data. And same query we can use with the help of aliases. You can see participant P and activity A. And because here table name is very big, so our query is will very long, so we can compress our query. So with table name we can use in abbreviation form participant P and activity A. Then we easily use P dot activity code is equal to A dot activity code, and the second condition A dot point greater than 250 and A dot activity name. So here table name we can compress, we give a temporary short name, and then this temporary short name table name we can use to find our data. So you can learn a very several ways. So here where command is very important to join first, and we can maintain our additional condition, then we can select our which column you want to see. Okay, so there are several ways. So aliases, without aliases. Okay, so we can use. Okay students, thank you so much.